Hi student, welcome to Chatterjee Academy. So this session is the very basic session regarding the resistance. What is the resistance and what is the role of it in flow of current inside the circuit. Okay. So resistance, and first we will understand what is the cause of resistance. So cause of resistance is the collisions of the electron, collision of the free electron with the metal ions or the atoms. Okay. And when there is a collision, we are getting these electrons, these free electrons getting the oppositions. So this opposition is called resistance. That means electrons, free electrons is trying to move in this way, okay, and they are getting some oppositions. They are getting some opposition by process of collisions, and with which they are colliding, they are doing the collision with the positive charge or the atoms, and this collision is depends on material to material. You know that there are three kind of material: conductor, insulator, semiconductor. In case of conductors, conducting material is having very good number of free electrons, which is helping to flow of current. For insulator is having very less number of free electrons, so there is the opposition is more high, resistance is high, and flow of current is not good for the insulator, or maybe it's not helping, depend on the insulating nature. Okay. So free electrons are very less in insulator or bad conductor. Now the semiconductor. So semiconductor is having the intermediate nature of free electrons, which is lesser than the conductor and the higher than the insulator. So semiconductor is a special part of which I am discussing in other session. This session just get the basic idea. The cause of resistance is an oppositions. So electrons are getting collisions with the positive metal ion or the atoms, and the flow of electrons, the velocity of electron getting reduced, and finally they are getting the drift velocity. Okay, finally electrons are getting drift velocity. Okay, now when this happen, when these things happen, when there is an voltage in the circuit. So let me show you. This collision is not happen all time. If I have a conductor, and it is open circuit, nothing is connected, there will be no flow of electron. Okay, it will be a static part. The static electricity and the current electricity. We are discussing now the current electricity. Regarding static electricity, I will be taking other sessions. Okay. Now let me draw a very basic circuit. In this circuit, I have a source of voltage here, so it will cause the potential difference. Now I have a resistance. Okay. Now this will cause the flow of current in this direction. In this direction, flow of current will happen. Let's say current is I. So this is a very basic circuit, and it's a closed circuit. If I make it break here, it will be a open circuit, no current will flow. Now I am just connecting the circuit, so there will be flow of current in this direction from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. Now what actually happened here? So actually electrons are flowing from the negative terminal to positive terminal. So this is the direction of flow of electron. Electrons are flowing from negative terminal of the source of battery to the positive terminal. So electrons are in acceleration whenever it is connected with the source of voltage. Okay, and during the motions, when it is passing through the conductor, let's say if we focus here, so electrons, what happened? They are getting in collisions with the other ions, right? Positive ions. So there is a drift velocity. Electron get the opposition, and which is causing by the resistance. So this resistance will reduce the motion of the electron. So what is the flow of current? Actually, this is the flow of electron. Flow of electron is happening in these directions, and flow of current will happen, if I write in blue line, in this direction. So flow of current I, flow of electron like this. So conventional flow of current is opposite to the flow of the electron. So conventionally current should flow in the positive to negative terminal. Actually electrons are flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. Okay. So it's all about the motion of the electron, which will determine everything over here. Fine. Now next is the Ohm's law. So what Ohm says, that whenever there is a current flowing in a circuit, it will depend on the applied voltage. Applied voltage. More the voltage will give more current, because what is voltage or what is potential difference? Actually this caused by the electric field, this caused by the accumulation of charge. If I write here, let's say there is a two accumulation of charge, this is plus charge, let's say this is minus charge. If I connected through a wire, so what happened? There is a flow of charge. So excess electron will move from here to here. So current will flow in this direction. So this is one internal mechanism how the charges are flowing under the potential difference. The same things happening here. Whenever we are adding a potential difference in the circuit, it will cause the electron to move to make it accelerated, and the accelerated electron cause the flow of current. Okay. Now more the voltage I will give, the more the current I will get, and this has been discovered by Ohm's law. Okay. So that means if I write here, I hope you can able to see the things. I is proportional to V. I is proportional to V. That means the current in a circuit depends on the voltage or the amount of voltage. Okay. Let me take a real example. Let's say in this circuit R is 10 ohm. So ohm, this is the symbol of the the unit of the resistance, ohm, or I can say OHM. So this is the unit of measuring unit of resistance. If R is 10 ohm, I am giving V is equal to 10 volt. Volt is the measuring unit of the voltage or potential difference. So what current I will get? So according to Ohm's law, this is V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. So I will be is equal to V by R. So 10 by 10, 1 ampere. 1 ampere current I am getting. Now if I am applying V is equal to 20 volt, I just double the voltage, the source of voltage. What happened? The current will be V by R. V is 20, R is again 10, so 2 ampere. So current getting doubled. So I am increasing the voltage, current getting doubled. Okay. So this way, Ohm's law is helping us here. Now what happened that the resistance is fixed in this circuit. So what happened? So if I go there, let me explain you a few more part. So resistance R is equal to V is equal to IR. That means R is equal to V by I. So this is the constant part. So resistance will be constant. So this is in mathematical explanation, other slide I will show the slope. The slope will be the constant. So VI graph will be a straight line. VI graph will be a straight line. So here again I am showing V is equal to IR, R is equal to V by I. So it will be like So here is the voltage V, the current I, the graph will be like this, and if I take the slope, let's say this is theta, so this part is the V voltage, this is the current. So R is equal to slope of the straight line, tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base, so V by I. Okay. So R will be fixed for a specific resistance or for a specific conductor. Okay. So this is the constant in the circuit. So if I increase the voltage, current will be increased and the V by I ratio will be fixed unless it is until it is following the Ohm's law. And there are conditions where the circuits may not follow the Ohm's law. That I will describe in the other classes. Okay. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Okay. Please subscribe and please follow my channels for more sessions. Thank you.